Hello, my name is Rosy Cave. I'm the Gender and Conflict Advisor at the UK's Stabilisation Unit. The Stabilisation Unit has three parent departments, the FCO, DFID and the MOD, and we provide work on conflict, stability, security and justice. It was great to have the opportunity to speak to a number of Austrian NGOs this morning to let them know more about the Preventing Sexual Violence Initiative and about the forthcoming summit, and how the role of civil society is really important, both in terms of contributing to the summit but more generally in terms of ending sexual violence in conflict. In terms of the UN, it's really important that we raise awareness amongst member states and encourage as many states as possible to sign up to the Declaration of Commitment to End Sexual Violence in Conflict. We already have 148 states that have signed up to it, but that means that there are still more that we want to make that commitment. So for the OSCE, I'm really interested in speaking to them about security and justice sector reform. They do a lot of that work within their remit, and that's a really big area for the Preventing Sexual Violence Initiative in terms of how we need to make sure that gender issues, including sexual violence, are integrated into all those security and justice sector reform programs, but also in terms of enhancing military capabilities, both at home and overseas. I think it's important that we move beyond rhetoric. We can verbally say a lot in terms of how we're promoting the role of women in security provision, but we really need to do more in terms of turning that into action. There's a lot that the UK and others is already doing in terms of training and the role that women play within the military. There's more that can be done, including sort of reviewing and refreshing doctrine, looking at training and training modules. Could there be more put into it in terms of gender awareness, and also importantly training others? Are we making sure that other militaries that we're training have a full understanding of these issues, how both to prevent but also to respond to sexual violence and conflict? The next steps are really focused on making sure that we've got all the sessions organised for the global summit. There's a lot of work that the FCO PSVI team is doing in terms of really organising all those sessions, making sure that we've got the right panellists in place, that we already start thinking through what outcomes are we trying to achieve from all of those different sessions. Then at the summit, it's about securing that practical action from all the states that participate in it, but also the other stakeholders like civil society, academics, military personnel, etc. After the summit, we really want to see people deliver on that practical action. The focus is really on turning policy into practical action, and that's what we must have.